Hi, I'm Jamie, and I've had lots of requests for a heart basket tutorial. So today, that's what we're going to go through. I'm going to answer some of my most frequently asked questions, how to begin wrapping the basket, how to attach more pieces of fabric, also how to cut the fabric. I have lots of requests. Do you measure? Do you not measure? How wide do you need to make it? How do you attach a second piece of clothesline if you need it? So we're going to go over lots of things today. We're going to go start and cut some fabric. I have some cut up, but I need to get some more. So let's go to the table. What I do, this is the... Okay, so this is the width of the fabric, and I cut the selvage edge off just because I wanted to keep it so I could try to find this pretty red fabric with the gold dots on it. And I just usually fold it up like this. I don't even iron it or manage to get the wrinkles out or anything. I do just come over here and clean up this edge a little bit. And then like here, I'm not going to worry about that. I'll just chop that up as I go along. And there's no scientific method to this. For this size of basket, I don't need too many of those strips, so 2's probably good. This, as most of you who have been watching my heart baskets know, that I put this little tag at the end. So what I do is just come over here and try to get a good strip where I have a whole heart. I'll do another one of those. And this is fabric I got at Walmart years ago, and it's not available anymore, so I haven't been incorporating that in the baskets too much and just trying to save those hearts for my little end tags. So I'm gonna cut up some more pieces here. This is some cute Be My Valentine fabric I just got yesterday in the mail. As you can see, this is quite a large piece. And I still just will take it and fold it over like this. Kind of straighten up my end here. And just cut some strips, however wide I feel like. About 3/4 of an inch to an inch is a good width if you want to measure when you're starting out, but that's good for that one. I'm going to cut up some more fabric and then we'll go start wrapping. Okay, so this is where the wrapping station is, so to speak. I have this ottoman that I bought several years ago, and Burton, if you'll come down here and look, it kind of has this little edge on it, and that's what I attach my clothesline to as I'm wrapping. So you'll see more of that here in a few minutes. Many of you ask if I use a collection because you like all the colors that I use, and the answer is not generally. Most of the time I just have out tons. As you can see, I have piles here of different fabrics that I think look good together. One thing that I do use is these little mini binder clips. You'll see as I am wrapping what I do with those. So we're going to pause the video. I'm going to sit in. So here I've got just, I actually cut my clothesline in half. This is about 36 feet of clothesline, but I wanted to show you guys how I attach it. So I just randomly chopped it up. I do try to find a little bit wider piece for my beginning, and I just chop off the end there. And depending on if I'm doing round baskets or large baskets, oval baskets, whatever, I try to adjust my length. If I'm going to do a small basket, I would probably only do my middle piece this much so that it's not a big gob of pink in the middle. And then I cut random pieces. So what I do is, I'm actually going to start with what was the end. Actually, there isn't an end of that one. So, okay. So this is a Hyper Tough clothesline that you can purchase at Walmart in stores only. It's a cotton outer, a poly core, and I just take this and I kind of put it here on a diagonal, and I kind of fold it over and just tuck and wrap. And you can kind of see there how I've just wrapped that up, and it doesn't require you to glue or tape or anything like that. If you want to, if you're worried that it's going to come apart while you're wrapping, you could stick a binder clip or some other sort of clip on there, but I don't. Another thing that I've mentioned to other folks about this clothesline is how to get it stiffer. So what I do, as you've probably noticed I've already done some, as I'm wrapping, I pull this down, just pull on it. So it kind of stiffens that up. So you get a stiffer basket in the end. And I just do this. I try to, my binder clips, I have a few here that are still pretty tight, and that's not one of them. They do get worn out, so you have to replace them every now and again. So I clip them on like this. I kind of fold this end over, clip it on like this, and then I wrap like this, and then I clip, and then I pull tight at the end of that. Pull it down, and then I reposition like this, and I just try to do random things. So next I might choose this gray plaid, and then so I take this piece and kind of overlap it like this and just tuck and wrap like this. So I'll do one more before I pause the video and finish wrapping until I can attach the two halves, and then I'll come back and show you how I do that. So let's use this kind of cream and gold glittery fabric. And once again, your right sides face you, and you just take, leave a little tail here, tuck this one under. I kind of fold it in there like that, and just tuck and wrap like this. So this is, I do the entire length of my basket generally, unless I'm making a large tote that's 200 feet or more, or a rug, and then I'll wrap 100 feet at a time, and then attach it, go connect the two halves, and then come back and finish wrapping the rest of the 100 feet. So we're going to pause the video, and I'll wrap, and we'll be back in a bit. Okay, I've come to the end here, and as you can see, the clothesline ends, the inner core ends right here. When you pull that down and tighten it, there's always some outer core left over at the end. So what I do when I'm going to attach another piece is, my clothesline is ending here. I'm just going to come down and chop that right below there. And I've got to wrap this now. Sometimes I let go of it too soon. So I didn't use very good color for you to see, but so here's where my fabric ends. I'm going to take this piece and just kind of pull up and down on it that I'm going to attach. I'm just going to kind of tuck it in there and wrap my fabric around it like this. And then those binder clips that I have sitting up here, I do just kind of put one on there to make sure they don't come apart until I sew it together. And that's it for attaching the two pieces. I'll wrap another piece on here. So as you can see, I just kind of am gentle with this until I get down to the next, get that extra binder clip out of my way. And I always take the one off of there and put it up there just to give it extra staying power. And just keep wrapping. And generally, I don't cut my frayed. Those last two fabrics didn't fray hardly at all. Some fabrics fray more than others, but unless it's really bad, I don't cut them off as I'm going along. Sometimes I use little embroidery scissors when I'm done and trim the edges after I've stitched it together. And we'll be back for sewing. Here at the end of my 36 feet, so my clothesline inner core ends here. I'm just going to chop it right there. I've got my heart fabric here so that I can put my little tail on there. And it's kind of thin, so I don't wrap it as, the strip is thin, so I don't wrap it at as much of an angle. And then I just put a clippy there on the end, and I've got my heart right there. When I stitched that, if I thought it was not going to give me enough room, I could cut my clothesline core back just a little bit, but that should be good. I'm going to end this video and start a new video for the sewing of the heart-shaped basket, so stay tuned for the next video.